The Canadian Armed Forces Speakers Program returns this year in the lead-up to Remembrance Day. This program connects Canadian soldiers to classrooms all across the country so that they can share their experiences with Canadian students. And for that, we welcome Canada's Minister of Defence Harjit Sajjan. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
So tell us more about this program.
Well, this program has been around for a very long time, and what it does is it connects veterans and Canadian Armed Forces members with kids. Normally, before we were going in person, but we've taken it virtual now, and it connects with from kindergarten all the way up to grade 12, and we have messaging that to kind of speak to the kids depending on the grade about members' experiences, so you can connect about the remembrance of the past to the Canadian Armed Forces who serve today. And it's a really poignant opportunity to share those experiences. And
the program kicks off November 5th, correct?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. November 5th it goes on.
So every year the program has a theme, and this year it's called Road to Peace. Tell us more about that.
Well, as you know, that it's when you're talking to kids across the country, one of the things that is always raised about how our soldiers had fought for security and our peace. And that's what we're trying to do, is making sure kids to reflect on their own responsibility in society as they get older, on what contributions they can also make towards peace in their own communities.
And you mentioned during the commercial break you like to highlight certain veterans every year. We have a photo of one veteran from BC that we grabbed from your website. Tell us about this man and what he did for Canada.
Yeah, Private Francis Gott, who served with the British Columbia Regiment in World War I. You know how we hear stories about people who lied about their age to serve in the wars, but in this case, this member actually lied about his age, but he was actually 60 years old. He apparently dyed his hair so he can look like he was 40 to join, and served in World War I. And he's from Lillooet, part of the British Columbia Regiment. And it just also shows a tremendous diversity that when it came to our veterans. And the reason I like to kind of highlight our Indigenous soldiers is because they volunteered in numbers, but they didn't get the same respect when they returned. So it's our way of saying thank you to them, after the fact.
It's a fascinating program. I remember being a part of it, of some way, when I was a kid growing up, getting to learn from the veterans firsthand. What has been the response from the students?
Its response has been tremendous, and so we're connecting virtually, but also we're going to be sending out videos. So it's a great way to be able to reach out to more Canadians this year. And one message, I think, at the end of the day, what we get out of it is, how do we best honor the sacrifice of our fallen? And I think the fallen would have wanted all Canadians, especially our kids, to be able to live their life to the fullest, to reach the success that they want to define for themselves, and then take that success and how they can share that success with others. And that's the best way. How do we make that?
Minister, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Great to have you on the program.
Great. Thank you again for having me.
All right. That's the Canadian Armed Forces Speakers Program that kicks off on November 5th, leading up to Remembrance Day on November 11th here in Canada. 8:30.